NERDSoul. Yeah, ill kid at OneYoungsta holding down, breathe that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another wonderful episode of Country Road Podcast. Well, nah, we just riding in the country. Shout out to VA, 2 up, 2 down, doing our thing, keeping it straight gutter. Well, actually, it's about as gutter as you're gonna get. But to my right, the one, the only, NERDSoul Gaming's CeeBrown. Say what up.
Yo. You know it's the man with the most, bringing you that woo-ah flavor.
Woo.
And we all up in the white trusty steed, traveling on these backcountry roads. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you that fun commentary while we ride up and down this bumpy country road. Smell like old duck doo-doo.
Oh, man. All right, so, in your opinion, this year, what's the worst movie you've seen?
Oh, I got one. Right, Undercover Brother 2.
Undercover Brother 2. Now, see, I haven't seen that joint because people told me, like, yo, stay away from that joint.
Yeah, it's just horrible.
All right, break it down for me. Why is it the worst?
One is just completely horrible. Like, first of all, if you knew you were trash, don't try to connect to the first one, because the first one wasn't like, it was immaculate, okay?
The first joint is a straight classic.
Wait. I didn't say there's nothing wrong with the joint, but come on. Out of all the movies we done seen, because life has gone on, it was not a, like, super duper masterpiece. But it's tolerable. I'll say that.
Tolerable?
It was tolerable. Because there's a lot of... Look, that movie came out, what, how many years ago? We've seen a lot of movies since then. It's tolerable.
Yeah, it's
tolerable. It gives a couple laughs, something that you can watch on Saturday, Sunday if you ain't doing nothing. Kick it up, laugh. You cut it on, you be like, if somebody's like, oh, we want to watch Undercover Brother, you be like, all right, cool, I can dig that.
All right, word. I see where you coming from.
It wouldn't be the first pick, but if somebody throws it on, you're not going to be like,
you ain't going to be mad at it.
You ain't going to just walk out of the room and be like, I'll just get on my phone.
Yeah, all right, I feel
So it was tolerable.
Cool.
You know?
Alright.
This movie was straight trash.
Alright, what made it straight trash though?
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe was doo-doo?
Makeup, hair, the sun. If you at least watch the trailer, you know that there was a sun in it. Yeah, he's just horrible. It's just horrible. Dang. It's just horrible. And another movie that ties it right behind that, Joe, was Inside Man 2. That was right behind
Inside Man 2? I didn't even know there was a sequel to that joint.
Exactly. You don't.
Wow,
you don't want to.
Wow.
See, I'm a movie fanatic too. I'm the guy. See, he gets the premieres before it hits the theater release. He's that guy. Me, I'm watching all the trash B-listing dumpster movies. I'm like, hey, don't watch that. Don't look at that. I'm watching the straight to DVD specials, baby.
All right, here's the deal with Undercover Brother 2. Trash. I didn't even know it was coming out.
Nobody
so
did.
when it he said no.
Michael John White didn't even know it was coming out.
Oh, that's cold. Yeah, because that joint, alright.
He should have did Black Dynamite 2 before he did that.
Thank you. I was like, when I saw him in this, I was like, ain't this like, yo, what?
And that's what got me. Because I was like, oh, he made Black Dynamite. This should be a piece of cake.
Nah, man. That joint. Here's the thing that hurts my feelings about Michael John White. Because I know homie is mad talented, but it's like Hollywood just ain't giving them nothing. Like they ain't, like, you don't never see Hollywood hitting them with like no like dope scripts or nothing like that. And like, so we got now Blood and Bone is a joint.
Straight to DVD.
But Blood and Bone is hot though.
It's good, but
it's hot.
If you're not a true fan, you're not gonna know about it.
Yeah, that's true. You got Black Dynamite and you got the animated series, both which are dope.
Yep.
But it's like, besides that, he hasn't really been given any opportunities outside of maybe Arrow. And even in that situation, it was hard to show him, because when you look at, especially him and Oliver in the prison, like, he's straight outshining Oliver mad times. Like, honestly, Diggle be like outshining Oliver, because like when they showed Diggle with no shirt on, I was like, yo, Oliver need to step his game up like today. Like, cause yo, Diggle's like bicep is as big as my head, man. It's like dude is straight up brolic. But back to, Undercover Brother 2.
Trash.
I went on there, I talked to shouts to Ruben Warren, Ruben Comedy, you can check him out online. Dude hit me up. He was like, yo, they're doing this trash. And I was like, yo, man, would you mind doing a watch along with me? He was like, trust me, man, save yourself. He was like, don't even watch it. So ever since then I was like, all right, cool. I ain't even gonna mess with it. But
the joint was just trash. Like it was no type of highlights where you could be like, you know,
it wasn't even like, oh well, I can kind of like this.
You
part.
can't pick it with a toothpick to find something good in that movie.
Dang, that bad?
Trash. From the beginning to the end to the trailers before it shown on the DVD was just trash.
No doubt. Now, on the flip side, I know there had to be some surprises this year. Now, for me, I got a surprise that really threw me off that I did not expect. Oh, let me hit y'all with the. All right, there we go, bam. But surprise this year for me was A Simple Favor. A Simple Favor is the movie with Anna Kendrick and what's that girl? Oh,
you talking?
Is it Brooke? What's the girl's name? She Ryan Reynolds' wife. And like she in there trying to be her friend, and then things get crazy. I ain't gonna like spoil it for you if you ain't seen it, but it's like Ryan Reynolds' wife is like, you know, like this rich lady, right? She got a dope house and everything.
About, yeah.
Yo, it's on Hulu. Son, that joint surprised me. Like I did not expect it to be as dope as it was. I was like, whoa! It kind of threw me for it. I was like, all right, because I am not an Anna Kendrick fan, bro. Like, no, not at all.
I was down for that movie.
And that joint, I was like, all right, I'll see you.
Because those are two actresses that if they're in, it's like a chill with your girl movie. So it's a movie that I can cut on with my girl, and I know I'm not going to have to hear snippet at my head like, why we got to see blood and gore? Why we got to see this? Why we got to see that? So I know if them two are in it, my girl will watch it with me and shush. And just be like, okay, we're watching a movie together.
No, he didn't say it, watch it and shush.
Cause like if I turn on a movie, any type of movie that it's my type of movie, I'm forcing her to watch it. So if I put on something with them two in it, I know at least I'll get some peace of mind to just let her cuddle, and she'll just watch the movie, enjoy the film.
Oh, it's cold, man. Get you with that peace of quiet.
Yeah, happy life, happy wife. You know,
man, get that peace and comforts. But straight up surprised me and really liked it, and actually wouldn't mind watching it again, man. Really enjoyed Simple Favor. I think if you haven't seen it and you got Hulu, check out A Simple Favor. It's actually kind of, it's like, all right, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Throwing a little something in the game. So I thought that was cool. And Hustlers, bruh. Hustlers was, I thought the movie was gonna be whack. And I watched it, and I was like, I ended up laughing a lot more than I thought I would. The trailer doesn't really do the movie justice.
Because that's one of those movies that if you show too much, you're giving away the movie at that point.
Word.
So they had to kind of keep it tight-lipped. Like
the way it's shot creatively from like a cinematic standpoint. The way they play with sound and video in this is kind of cool. The acting. Constance Wu, what up? A Wu for you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Constance Wu. She killed it. Oh, hold up. Lean over here. Lean a little. Now, lean your body over a little. Ha. There we go. Bam. And we're back. But Constance Wu, and this may be the best job in acting that I've seen from J-Lo. And I know people might be like, it's J-Lo. What you expect. But straight up, I enjoyed it. She brought the drama and a little bit of the comedy with it. I had some emotions in this. I was like, I ended up at like 3.5 stars on that one. I had a fun time watching it, and another one I wouldn't mind watching again. And if you're chilling, I think it's definitely like a good rental level. Like if you're at home and you kicking it, throw it in. I think you'll have some fun, man.
It's a good to buy. I wouldn't buy the 4K, but I definitely buy the Blu-ray. But, all right, back to the J-Lo joint. J-Lo's like Halle Berry. If you write it to the T, like no flaws, she's going to give you an excellent performance because she's one of those people that acts to the T. Whatever's on the paper, I'm going to give you.
Monster-in-Law, J-Lo, she came through with that one too. But also you had like Wanda Sykes, you had Jane Fonda in there that also came with it too. But Monster-in-Law is another movie of hers that I would watch.
Because like Halle Berry's never been like a super over the top actress, but
no. Wait. You know I'm gonna pull out my joint. Losing Isaiah, she should have gotten an award for that.
Okay,
Losing Isaiah, that joint breaks your heart, bro.
Okay, like I said, because that joint was well written to the T.
But she still acted it.
But you have to give her that. Prime example, Catwoman tore it down because it was trash. It wasn't her fault.
The whole movie was bad, B.
But she was presented with trash, and she presented trash to us. So if they would have made it sweet, she would have made it sweet.
She was presented with trash, therefore she provided the trash.
All right, when she was the vixen in 007, trash. But that wasn't her fault.
She was Jinx.
It wasn't her fault.
She was Jinx.
It wasn't her fault. But prime example, John Wick. She did great because they wrote her part great.
Yup. Yo, look, straight up, don't shoot her dog, son, because she gonna take you out. Yo, when dude shot her dog, like I knew. I was like, she gonna kill that dude.
Yeah,
she gonna kill him. She gonna kill him. Like straight up, she gonna kill him. And those dogs, yo, the MVP of this year, go to them. Hold up, did John Wick 3 come out this year or was it last year?
No, this year.
Came out this year. All right. MVP 2019. Them dogs. Them dogs took out like a good 12, 13 people on their own. Yo, look, straight up, you gotta give it to them dogs, man. They came through. Now you gotta give them their props. Normally I wouldn't give it to the animal kingdom. I wouldn't give the props to the pet world. But shout out to the German Shepherds, man. And matter of fact, our first dog was a German Shepherd. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to German Shepherds, huh?
I wasn't that old, so
you was old still. He was there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lightning. Always love you, bro. Nah.
But no, back to Hustlers. The girl that he was talking about, Mrs. Wu or whatever,
Constance Wu.
From her going from fresh off the boat to that, big thumbs up. Double thumbs.
And she's good in Fresh Off the Boat, son. She is hilarious.
I think she's the carrier of the show.
Funny. That show is funny. She's funny. She's good in this movie. Now the sex appeal, hey, look, hey.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Constance Wu, she doesn't really exude,
she did her thing in that movie though.
But
she held her own.
Yeah, she held her own. She
won't in that joint like, okay, can you get off the screen? She definitely held her own.
And also, it's a little unfair to put Constance Wu right beside J-Lo because J-Lo, even at 110, is still, J-Lo, man, old son. J-Lo was a grown adult when I was 7. So J-Lo was a fly girl when I was 10, bruh. I don't know. I know she mad old, but anyway.
But Angela Bassett's still good.
Yeah, definitely. So J-Lo, I guess it's a little unfair to say Constance Wu wasn't really bringing it. When you got J-Lo, it's
hold on.
It's not right.
But let's look at the other side of the coin.
Alright.
For her to be in there with all those cold stunners that she was in there with.
Cold stunners. Is that what we're gonna call them now?
I'm trying to keep
cold stunners.
I'm trying to keep it PG, okay?
Okay, cold stunners.
Cold stunners. We're gonna go with cold stunners. For her to hold her own with all the women that were in there, Joe.
Word up.
You have to give her props. Because she was in there with Cardi B, and I know that might not be your flavor of the week, but she been, this year, everybody following her.
Yeah.
So for her to be in there with her,
even though Cardi B, another one of them joints that, without makeup, I know.
I'm just saying. Not the point. Thing is, all those women in that movie, for her to be in there and still you're looking at her and not looking away from it.
Shouts to Lizzo being in there with a flute. It was mad random.
It's a woman empowerment movie.
Yo, man, that joke is hilarious. I was like, how's she up in there with a flute? But I guess if you stripping, you got to bring all your talents to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? There might be a dude in there that used to be in band camp. You know what I'm saying? And that flute turned him on. You know what I'm saying? You got a flute, you got you got to give it to him.
Or some Middle Eastern man that was just like, yo, the flute's getting me on.
We ain't even gonna go there. We ain't. So all right, we got worst movie, Undercover Brother. We decided on that one.
Yeah.
All right, worst. Yeah. Now, I don't think I've seen anything worse than there hasn't
Watch
been one
Inside
movie.
Man too. Don't speak too quick.
Oh yeah. See, there isn't a movie this year that someone told me flat out, do not see this. Save yourself. No, and that was only Undercover Brother.
I was about to say, because I was like, I definitely told you about that.
So that, that's the only one.
It was so trash, I didn't even send you the digital code, for God's sakes.
Oh, snap. You got the digital code for that?
when do I not send you digital codes to movies?
Yeah, it's true. You be hitting me with them joys.
So I was like, nope, I'm not even gonna waste my data on this.
And I ain't gonna waste my time. I ain't gonna use
I'm not taking
not using my thumb muscles.
I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna just watch
my text muscles.
I'm gonna just waste me and my girl's time on this junk, and we just gonna cry about it later.
Dang.
She fell asleep on it. I made myself finish that junk. She's like, I'm done. Like, she was gone in like the first 10 minutes.
She was like, good night.
And I was just like, I'm gonna just watch this because I paid for it.
You know what ended up being okay, even though I expected it to suck. It in ways it kind of sucked because I wanted to go another way, but it didn't. The new Shaft joint, like, it wasn't bad, but remember the Shaft, the first Samuel L. Jackson joint.
Yeah,
remember how it was a little more serious.
But they tied together though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying the Shaft joint that had
made this one more
Christian
of a comedy
Bale
instead of an action.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, I would have liked them to go a little more in the serious route because that joint with what's his name, Christian Bale, that joint was actually pretty fresh. Like I think they hit a good blend with comedy, but a little bit of dramatic energy in there, especially with brother that's going to be the Monitor for Marvel. He was also in Westworld. He's also in Bond as the CIA agent.
Are you talking about the dude in the first Shaft that stabbed himself in the chest?
Yeah, Peoples. That's what his name is. Yeah, Peoples. So Peoples was in there.
Okay.
So like that's now the new Shaft. Don't get me wrong. I got my laughs in there. You know what I'm saying? It was funnier. It was funnier than the old one, but there's just something about that guy that played Will Smith's son in Independence Day 2. It's something about him that I'm just not. I'm not gravitating.
That's because you haven't seen Survivor's Remorse yet.
No, I've seen that when he plays basketball or whatever.
It was a great show.
That show was great and terrible.
It was better than The Game, and The Game lasted too long.
Whoa, The Game was a dope show.
Okay, time out.
The Pixie Shuffle?
Stop it, because The Game was like New York Undercover. Hold on, let me bring you in.
Okay.
New York Undercover was great when it was in its prime.
All right.
But after they got rid of Torres and the other dude, and it was just Tommy and the Caucasian guy, you can't tell me the part wasn't trash. That 2 seasons it was just trash. All right, so that's the same thing with The Game. The Game was great, and then it just got horrible for like the last couple of seasons when they brought it back. When they canceled it, it should have stayed canceled. BT grabbed that junk and drowned it.
Yeah.
All right.
It got bad.
It got bad, and it was just ruined.
They did have the Pixie Shuffle though.
Oh, the Pixie Shuffle was going down the classic. That's a dance Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And shouts to that brother Jason Pitts, who was also in The Gifted that got canceled. But first 2 seasons of The Gifted was some solid TV, man. But back on Shaft, I laughed more than I expected to, and I ended up enjoying it on like a base level. Like, oh, okay, it's cool. I'm not rushing to watch it again, but I don't think it was trash either. It was one of those movies that's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's alright.
Alright, I'll give you a little tidbit and then watch it again and tell me if it doesn't help.
Alright.
Think of it not as a reboot, but basically a reintroduction into the series.
Well, no, I didn't see it as a reboot. I thought it was
just
a sequel.
follow where I'm talking. Consider it as a not a reboot, but like a reintroduction to the series. Because the first one, it was serious. He didn't have any kids. He could be buck wild. Yeah. He didn't have no kids. Yeah. Second joint, it was focusing on him becoming a father, him trying to like get back in his life and not be too pushy, but also, you know, your son, basically bringing him into the fold, bringing him into the like him being, you know, part of what he do. So, all right, that's the fun, you know, them figuring it out. They do a third movie, go back to the hardcore action. Because now all the awkwardness is done. You do like 2-3 years later from the last movie, from the second movie, and they're just knee deep in crime, just hitting it. And it's just straight action.
Okay. I you know what I'm saying? I'd allow that.
And then cut down the mom parts because then you don't have to see the mom because it's just focusing on them fighting crime.
Fighting crime. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I'd be cool with that. Because I'm not particularly down.
I'm mad but the mom's going in there. I'll say that. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but
I'm not particularly down on the movie. I was just like, it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but I still ended up enjoying a good amount of it. You know what I'm saying? Like now,
Because the first Shaft was a watered down version of Training Day, if you want to look at it that way.
Nah, I don't know.
Training Day was rough.
Yeah, but I wouldn't equate those movies. They're not. I wouldn't.
How than that? It was the same thing. It was a cop that wasn't really doing stuff by the book, and he was just taking.
Yeah, but he was never a bad guy. Like,
he drawed the line. He was dragging people out in the middle of the... Shaft always did what he wanted to do when he wanted to do it. And
but Denzel's character in Training Day was decidedly a villain. Shaft wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
But not at the beginning. We didn't know that until after he hooked him up with the drugs, and then he hit him with that sob story like, "Hey, you shouldn't have done it." I was like, "Oh, so you just dirty? You just trifling?"
But we knew he wasn't a villain even at the start because it's Shaft. Who is the man? You know what I'm saying?
Who is the man?
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
We knew he wasn't the villain, but we just knew Shaft was going to do some stuff that was like on borderline.
I mean, he gotta get the job done, but he's still a good guy.
Yeah, but you gotta look the other way on a lot.
Yeah, but at least you ain't killing cops, man. He wasn't killing cops.
We ain't got that far yet.
Oh, please.
Yo, mark my words on this video. If the third movie comes out with dirty cops and he had to go out to cops,
that's because they're dirty cops.
So what? They got a badge.
Nah, dirty cops gotta go. Denzel's character was down to kill good cops.
Yeah, he was down for that.
So you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different game.
But my two surprises of this year was sidebar Popeye's chicken sandwich.
That wasn't a surprise. It's not a movie.
It's
not a movie.
I'm just saying. It was a surprise to me. It came out. It was fresh on the game, fresh on the scene. Surprise to me. Boom.
Yeah.
Number two, Charlie's Angels. Banger. Liked it. Loved it.
Ooh.
Loved it.
See, I
even take it one further. I like it better than the originals.
Well, I mean, now that's not that hard to beat. You know what I'm saying?
True, but still, you got to do a lot much to just cancel the originals. Because a lot of movies try, and a lot of movies fail.
It's not hard to beat. Come on, man. Those other Charlie's Angels joints was...
So name me off the top, without like having a hard train of thought. Give me 3 movies that's canceled the first one.
3 movies that can't... Or like, I guess reboots or whatever?
Nah, not reboots. I'm just talking about...
Well, I mean, that's what Charlie's Angels is. It's a reboot.
Yeah, okay. We'll throw on reboots, but all right, give me 3 movies at the top of your head that was just like, clearly, the second or third movie was just better than the first one.
Well, it's not a one-to-one comparison. You're going to need a reboot because this was a reboot. If you're going to talk about reboots being better, then you're going to have to look at something like Homecoming. Like Homecoming is a reboot. You know, it's going back to the Spider-Man franchise.
Oh, all right. I was about to say Homecoming. Oh, all right.
Like that's a reboot. You know what I'm saying? So you could do something like that. Another reboot that was better.
So you're trying to tell me the new first Spider-Man movie was better than the original first Spider movie?
Yeah. I think I'd say that. You want to know why? Because even the first Spider-Man movie, even though I really enjoy it, don't get me wrong, Sam Raimi killed it in Spider-Man 1 and 2, but I still don't think the casting was as spot on as it was in Homecoming with what's the young dude's name? The new Peter Parker. I can't remember his name, but I like him better. And then also with them following essentially the Miles Morales storyline lightly when it comes to like his friends and stuff, that lends to a better story because it hasn't been seen on screen yet. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, besides Into the Spider-Verse that came later, which was also straight fresh. But yeah, I'd probably say that, but there's not many. But I will check out the Charlie's Angels because I didn't see it. The trailer actually had me hyped, but then when it came out, it didn't make a lot of money in the first weekend, and Elizabeth Banks was saying that it was because men didn't like women in lead or something, and it kind of turned me off because I was like, dude, come on, man. Like, there's tons of movies that don't do well for multiple reasons. You don't have to blame this on men. And I'm not even one of those dudes that's like, I hate women being in movies. Like, I was just like, it just kind of turned me off because I'm like, yo, let it be on your own merit. Like if I put out something and it doesn't hit, yo man, it just didn't hit.
All right, look,
like I thought it was dope, y'all didn't. My bad.
I'm not going to disagree or agree, but from my self-knowledge, this is not me researching or looking up any data, but off the top of my head, dudes are usually the guy or the driving force to go and seeing action movies.
All right.
And seeing that it was an all-female cast, and then the supporting cast wasn't really any big blockbuster names, I can kind of see where she's making her claim.
Well, the cast, here's where Charlie's Angels really had a problem. One, the property is mad old. And people ain't checking for Charlie's Angels no more. Oh, come on, man. Let's be for real. Ain't nobody checking for that. So one, ain't nobody checking for them. Two, none of the actresses were like big names. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have any big names. The director wasn't a big name because Elizabeth Banks ain't really did nothing for real, for real. She's done Pitch Perfect and I think a couple of other things.
Pitch Perfect was sweet.
Yeah, but I don't think she directed the first one. The second one she directed, and it was alright. It was alright. The first one was a surprise. The second one was kind of a retread and not as funny.
It's just like Neighbors.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, she doesn't really have a lot of dope stuff under her belt. So she's not widely known. So it's not like it's directed by Christopher Nolan or something like that, where tons of people know the person and they're excited. So there weren't any big names attached to the joint. And it's an old property that nobody's really
flair to the
it's not a big property that people are all hype about. So you already have an uphill battle. Now, as from what I've heard, the movie isn't that great. The movie isn't bad, but it's not amazing. So now you have a movie that's okay with unknown, I wouldn't say unknown, with actresses that aren't big names and a director that's not a big name. So you end up with okay response. And I mean, that's not a bad thing. Blaming it on people trying to tank the movie, I'm like, I don't think people, there's a lot of time, it's kind of like that line from Common, when Common says, people ain't hating you, they ain't paying you no attention. It's like, there's a lot of times when you'll see people like, oh, the men were hating the film. It's like, ain't nobody paying you no mind. Won't nobody worry about you.
Well, I'll say this.
Won't nobody calling your name. Won't nobody interested in whatever you was doing. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are you acting like the men are like suppressing you? Now, don't get me wrong. There are trolls. There are men out there trying to intentionally tank movies. But I don't think this was the case with this film. You know what I'm saying? I think in this case, you just dealing with a movie that, one, has a very, very old property that's going to take a lot. Like, they didn't do hardly any promotion for this joint. Like, they needed way more promotion, way more lead time, and probably better production value.
I knew. Like, all right, hold on. All right, so here's where I step in.
But that's from the outside looking in. I'm just saying from the trailers and the clips that I've seen.
Another thing that's doomed to this movie is because there's a lot of action movies coming out.
All right.
At this point in time in life.
All right.
So now when you put out an action movie, you got to go big or go home. And this movie is like real, not based on like effects or nothing. It's about the story, how these women came together, how these women were trained, this, that, and the other. So it's not a lot of like blowing up and explosions and stuff like that. It's a lot of like sneaky, like Metal Gear Solid, real, tactical.
Yeah, but I think you can be good and do that too. I don't think that's the case. I think the movie just wasn't written as well as they thought it was.
I don't know. After you watch it, you're gonna look at it and be like, I don't know why it got like. When I watched it, I was like, why wasn't this received better?
Yeah, and that's saying I don't think the movie was a bad movie. I think the movie was an okay movie that got okay results. And Elizabeth Banks is mad and trying to find someone to blame it on instead of herself. Or I
don't think it was anybody's fault. I just think it was just a wrong place, wrong time. Like the movie came out, it was in the middle of the summer. You got all these summer blockbusters. Yeah. You got lost in the shuffle. It was a decent action movie, but it wasn't nothing that's like, yo, I gotta go tell somebody about this.
You didn't change the game. Like there's stuff in the new trilogy. Like, all right, let's say in the new trilogy of Star Wars, there's definitely mixed responses. People are split on it, all that. But there's been stuff that has added to the mythology of Star Wars in here that's very cool. I'm pretty sure in Charlie's Angels, they didn't do anything above and beyond that was like, oh, snap, I ain't seen that before. Like, I doubt it. Elizabeth Banks is just, she's just...
Like I said, it was just
not that dope.
It was a solid action movie that you could easily watch over and over. I'm not saying like in the same day, but like if you watch it Monday and you're just bored Sunday, you'll pop it in again because you'll be like, oh.
We'll see. I'll check it out.
Then on top of that, for the simple fact that they didn't try to jam the other movies down your throat, like trying to make it connect. If you paid attention, if you seen the other movies,
this is a from
not,
what I was told,
it's not.
Oh, well,
so it's like if you sit down and pay attention, that's why I watched it twice because when I watched it at first, I caught some of it, like okay, and then you watch it again, you're like, all right. They did this on purpose to not like, oh, we're continuing the legacy. We're continuing the fight. Like they didn't do that. But if you pay attention, you be like, oh, all right, boom, that's where it is. Oh, all right, that makes sense.
Because in an interview, they were talking about how this isn't, like
because they didn't want it to be. They didn't want to. They didn't want this movie.
I guess to spoil it or whatever.
Nah, they just didn't want to grab on from the first films to make people come in because of that. They wanted to have their own boat and sail off. Like I don't know the exact terms, but basically that's what they wanted. They didn't want to be, stuck to the other films. They wanted to make their own path. Yes, we're Charlie's Angels. Yes, we have to do with the same, people and da 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 da. But this is our journey. This is our movies.
And then also you have another thing that I think that they probably got dinged for society-wise when like women were looking at it, especially women that weren't white. There's another thing that like the old Ghostbusters movie did, the 2016. They're like, oh, we're so diverse. We got women, right? And it's like, yeah, but you got all women and like one woman of color. You got like one black girl or like one like, ambiguous girl, everybody else white. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, that's not diverse. Like, yes, it's women, but it's still, they all white. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or, like the in this case, like for Ghostbusters, the black woman got to be like the dumb one. She's not a scientist. She got to be a lady working the MTA and, gotta hook up with the car with her uncle or some, just like some dumb, you know what I'm saying? So it's like people might have responded to that too. Like I can't speak on why everyone, you know what I'm saying? But I just remember when the weekend ended and Elizabeth Banks came out talking about, men boycotting it or doing whatever is the reason why the movie didn't do well. I was like, here we go. Here comes the, you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to blame, you know what I'm saying, men for a movie not doing well. Like you don't see the reverse of that happen.
But you can't blame her though, because look at the society we're in.
Yeah, but it just seems kind of weak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it seems kind of weak. It seems
like a straw man argument to be like, oh, men are the reason. Like when a man movie sucks, you don't see them telling like women didn't come out. You know what I'm saying? No, it's just like, yo, the movie sucked.
Because if your movie ain't 50 Shades of Grey, a woman ain't coming out.
It ain't coming. Oh man, so best movie of the year. I think it's kind of a slam dunk, but
go ahead. You go first because I'm waiting to hear this.
Endgame.
No, sir.
Endgame's not the best.
Sir. No, sir.
What takes Endgame?
No, everybody wants to grab Endgame because it was the Endgame. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna give it to it. Not gonna do it.
All right, what else you got?
The reason and I know I'm biased about this, people are like,
what you got? What you got?
The reason I'm not gonna say Endgame is because there's a whole bunch of problems with that movie. One, you killed a whole you killed a whole bunch of superheroes off for what? No. I don't want to hear because you about to give me a cop out answer. You killed all.
I'm not giving you a cop out answer. What do you think happens in battle? Do you think everybody walks away all happy? No, people die. That's what happens.
You kill.
You're one of those people that's like, I want things to be real, and then when things get real and people die, then you're like, why are you killing all these people?
You couldn't kill Captain Marvel because she killed herself when she came out with her solo movie before the movie came out. Boom. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. She was trash. Get her out of there. Vision had to go. He died in the movie way back. Why'd he have to go? Scarlet Witch, she gone. I'm like, yo, you just knocked off a whole bunch.
Hold up, Scarlet Witch ain't dead? You mean Scarlett Johansson?
No, the witch that was in love with Vision.
She's not dead.
Where's she at? I swore she was dead.
No, she's not dead.
All right.
So see, watch the movie.
I did watch the movie.
Watch it again
because it was trash. Don't feed me trash.
Endgame is
Don't
trash.
Don't feed me trash, B. I'm sorry.
Endgame is trash.
It's trash.
Endgame is trash.
You bring back
Endgame. Hold on.
No,
I want your full quote.
You kill Black Panther. Then you bring him back for what?
He wasn't
10 minutes of screen time.
He wasn't killed.
Oh,
he was erased from the timeline.
Okay, erased, whatever you want to say.
Right.
And then you bring him back for 10 minutes.
They did it for Spider-Man too.
Then
Spider-Man was dusted too.
The girl from Walking Dead. I don't even think she was in the joint.
Okoye was there.
Where?
She was at the end. You saw her at the end.
The 5 minutes where you saw her just scoop somebody up and just walk on by.
No. Let's not forget. She was in that conference call that they had.
Oh, a phone call.
The movie wasn't Black Panther 2.
Okay.
It was Avengers. It was everybody's film. They had to share it.
Same thing.
No, I want your...
The Hulk, where was he at?
I need you... The Hulk was in there the whole time working out the time travel thing.
That was Bruce Banner.
No. It was the Hulk. He was in the Hulk form. Let me get your quote. I need your quote. For the end of the year, I need everyone to listen to this. So your quote is... I need your quote. The Endgame was trash.
They pulled a Jay-Z.
I just need you to say it clearly.
It was.
No. What is it?
The game. Endgame. Avengers Endgame was trash.
Wow.
They pulled a Jay-Z. They're like, yo, we're going to slap Avengers name on it and everybody's going to flock to it. And they just going to take what we give them.
Bruh.
I'm like, bro, y'all got to be kidding me.
Nah, you
Kidding
are
me.
bugging right now. Trash. You are bugging.
They're crazy.
You are bugging. What? It's trash.
It's like, yo, you just wanted people to come out here and cry, spend their money, and you gave them no type of nothing.
Bruh, you are out of your mind.
What Thanos fault? What? Twice that movie?
You are tripping in this joint. You are really.
I like the Infinity Wars before he killed everybody. Before I say that joint.
Hold on. So, what is your favorite movie of the year?
I'm trying to think. I can't think of one.
Yeah, I know you can't think of it because you just talked trash about the best movie of the year. Bruh, I want you to name me one franchise that caps off like 23, 22 movies or something like that in the course of 10 years into a satisfying emotional end. Please give me another movie that does that. No. And on top of that, makes all the stories make sense and does callbacks and lives up to the hype. Please give me that.
Okay.
Please.
Hey, hold on. First of all,
I can't believe that I just heard Endgame was trash. Now, are there people that have issues with maybe this scene or that scene, but all trash? Yeah. Full trash?
Full end of your review, trash.
Wow.
Watched it 3 times. I ain't never. I was just like,
you watched it 3 times, but it's trash though.
Yeah, I watched it 3 times. I was like, I got it on 4K.
But it's trash though.
I got it on 4K.
Got it on 4K, but it's trash though.
It's trash.
Wow. Avengers Endgame is trash. Quoted by CeeBrown.
Exactly.
Wow.
Put the gavel on it.
Wow. Endgame is trash. Wow. I don't know. Wow. You never cease to amaze me. I'll tell you that. Wow. Endgame is trash.
I done seen too many movies, bro. That time was just that.
Bruh, I've seen more movies than you have.
Trash.
Bruh, I've seen more movies than you have, and Endgame is...
I was 2 seconds from saying something slightly disrespectful about 2 seconds ago. I might even say it just for kicks, just for giggles.
Bruh.
Bleed Trinity!
If you don't get on my face... If you fix your mouth to say that Blade Trinity is better than Avengers Endgame, I will never agree. I will never listen to another.
I'll take it a step further. Blade the series.
Bruh, like now you just trolling.
Woo.
Like there's no way. This man said Avengers Endgame was trash.
Can't dig it. I tried.
Wow.
I tried. I tried to put everything aside, all my feelings aside. I watched it the first time and I was like, I ain't seen it. I'm gonna watch it in my crib. Got the 4K. Boom, watched it. Cool. I was like, all right, let it sit, let it mellow. Let's watch it the second time. Watch it the second time. I was like, all right, cool.
Bruh.
I can see where they try to get sentimental and they try to wrap everything up. And I was like, no. Just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Wow.
And then that third time, I was just like, all right, it's a clear consensus.
So, Endgame, wow. I ain't even.
Dog, do you know how many people they knocked off in that joint?
Bruh,
what was the reason for it?
What do you mean, what was the reason for it?
What was the reason
They were ending the story. What do you mean, what was the reason? What's the reason for anything?
All right, okay. Maybe I'll give it a different grade when they make these when they make this new team of Avengers. We'll see then. Cause I'm telling you, it's about to go downhill. You first thing you let go of Mr. Terrence Howard and turn him to Don Cheadle. We'll give you a thumbs up for that. Boom. Next.
So Terrence Howard.
No, we going down the whole family line. You want to go down the family line and talk about 23 movies, 22 movies all wrapped up in the bundle happening? All right, so let's go down this line, boss. Dog, come on, man. The first Captain America movie was trash.
What?
The first Captain America movie wasn't trash.
Yo, no, it wasn't.
Oh my god.
Bruh, go back and watch that joint again. You are slipping.
Man.
What was in that drink that you had, son?
Don't put that up. We want to pay for that.
We ain't got no logos on this.
We want to pay for no promotions.
Look, you tripping.
No, it was a lot of leaky shit.
Son, you are bugging. Never once in my life have I ever. Wow.
You got two nebulas out there, but people get knocked off. I don't know. I don't understand. Yeah, dude, you brought one back from old times. So what? You still got two nebulas. You got two nebulas out there.
Because there's two nebulas existing in one time period.
I don't give a flam.
Well, if you don't give a, then that means that you can't understand the
story. But what I'm saying, I've watched it 3 times and I'm just like, how do y'all just accept this? They just handed it to us and you're like, we're just supposed to be like, that's the way it is. No, no.
Alright, okay.
When the Matrix,
you know what?
When the third Matrix movie went off, we understood it. We didn't like it, but we understood it. We understand it needed to be done.
I hit you with the rock. You want to know why? Because you stuck to your guns. You're wrong, but you're stuck. You know what I'm saying? You stuck to your guns.
I just felt like they fed us this, and we're like, we just had to accept it.
Bruh, you are the wrongest of wrong.
Like, dog. All right, let's take it to another wrong.
You are
wrong. So you're trying to tell me
it's not even
if
funny.
They would have? Hold on. So you're trying to tell me if they would have killed, what's his name, Riggs and Murtaugh in the third movie, and they made 2 more Lethal Weapons, you'd be okay with that?
But when you talk like Avengers isn't one person. Avengers is a group. Avengers is an idea. It's a movement, bruh. Do you know how many people have been Avengers out throughout the history of comics?
No. We're talking about the cinematic universe.
Even the cinematic universe.
Don't try to throw them in there.
Even the cinematic universe. There will be more. There will be more Avengers.
And I'm waiting.
There will be people that come in and come out.
And I want to see this new team. Because if this new team is trash,
if you're trying to base the movie off of the team that you think, that's not fair.
How's it not fair? You killed these people to make room for these busters you're about to force us to watch.
Busters? You don't even know who they going to be.
Captain Marvel, buster.
Captain Marvel's a buster?
Did you see her? Did you see her movie?
Yeah, I saw the movie.
And it came out before Black Widow. Black Widow's off the trailers looks better than that.
Black Widow is not really exciting me at all.
But it's better. But her trailer looked better than the movie that I forced myself to watch.
Actually,
and then the Hulk never got his movie out of this whole thing.
Her trailer kind of looked paint by numbers to me. Now, Hulk hasn't gotten a movie because the rights are owned by Universal. That's why they ain't gonna do a Hulk movie, because they ain't gonna give Universal no money.
Yeah,
meaning Disney.
but you did all this pocket dancing and tap dancing for the man for Spider-Man to get in and get out, and then come back.
That's because that's two companies that can actually agree on something to get along.
Money make you.
Apparently, Disney and Universal can't get along, or AKA Comcast. You know what I'm saying? Because remember,
so you trying to tell me you can't name on Bruce Banner? You can't name. You can't. Ain't no loophole. Ain't no nothing.
There's no loophole. They own the rights to be able to distribute that film.
Lord Jesus.
So that's why they had to put him in the Thor film.
Okay, then why didn't you follow that line up?
Because, bruh, they did follow that line. They made a Thor Ragnarok and put the Hulk in it.
Yeah, they put him in it, and then now Natalie Portman's gonna be the new Thor, and he going off to the galaxy with the stars with the other homies.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens next. I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is now being tied in since we got Disney Plus, is primed for some amazing storytelling. And you sitting here mad? Really?
Hey man, I'm just saying.
Mad?
I'm just saying,
You
like,
mad talking about it?
Like, dog, y'all gave us all these movies, and then you straight crashed and burned like Denzel.
You call Endgame crashing and burning?
Hold on, like that movie where Denzel was the drunk pilot. That's exactly what they doing, crashing and burning.
Wow. First thing, they didn't crash and burn in that movie.
Okay, but he was drunk in his pilot. You know where I'm going with this.
He landed the plane.
Okay,
right.
but I'm just saying.
So,
they landed this joint too.
Yeah.
And like mindless puppets, y'all took it. Y'all was like, oh man, bravo! I'm not giving you no standing over that.
So
I'm
people
not giving you no
people that like Avengers Endgame are mindless puppets.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Wow.
Y'all gave it a standing O for what?
Wow.
For what?
Wow. So now we're mindless puppets. See, I didn't attack you. I said, you know what? You don't like it. That's your game.
I didn't attack you either. I attacked
all
you.
You said I was a mindless puppet.
All of you.
Yeah, but I'm here right now. So I'm here personally. I can mindless puppets. Wow.
Cause you just like when Jay-Z puts out something, or Kanye West puts out something, or somebody, when they slap the name on it, y'all ain't got to care what the beat sound like, the words, the lyrics, whatever. They put the name on it, I'm gonna go get it.
Yo, man, I don't know. Maybe you got like a different version than what I saw. I don't know.
Yeah, it made me cry, but it's like, dog, I'm crying about.
It made you cry, but then you still
you
saying
killed
it's
my
trash?
characters. You killed them for what? To hand me a team of Avengers that 9 times out of 10 will never get that emotional attachment back. They will never be able to build that again. And you can stand on that. You're trying to tell me that these team of writers can build that up again. And you can go through another 22 movies feeling that.
Yeah, I do believe that.
You think they can do that again?
Yeah.
All right.
Did you think they could do it once? No, but they did it, right? So why do you not think they can do it again and then they won't do it?
Because I see this cast of bozos they about to stick up together and shove in the screen.
Cast of bozos?
Ant-Man. Nobody cares about him, bro. Moving forward. Rolling.
Ant-Man 1 and 2 has been very, very successful as far as its film to screen and home sales. Also, Paul Rudd, dope actor. People love him. And the films are enjoyable.
But we're talking about him, Ant-Man, superhero, that character.
Yeah, he's not going to be by himself.
Yeah, but nobody cares about him. Spider-Man, classic. We care about him. Cool.
Okay,
Black Panther, cool. Bam. Okay. All right, that's 2 characters. Now it's starting to get shifty. Now you got Winter Soldier. What he supposed to do?
You got Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon was,
which I think
they haven't developed him enough in the screen to see where he's going to go, or are we going to care about him or not?
I think that show is going to be Flame, son. I think that
they put him in a show and not in a movie.
Yeah, because remember the shows and the movies are going to start intertwining now.
Oh, all right.
So you got Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which I think is going to be sick. You got Eternals, which is a whole nother level. Like, you don't even know how this is going to turn out. Bruh, I think they're going to do this. I think they're going to end up turning out something that's fresh. I don't see them being like, hey, we did all this great work. Oh, time to do bad work. Come on, man.
I know they're not going to do bad, but it's just, it's going to be a split. It's going to be, we're going to end up caring about.
It's an era.
We're going to end up caring about half the team or a smidgen of the team, but we're not going to carry the team as a whole. I feel that that's what's going to end up happening.
You probably didn't carry the team as a whole with the first Avengers.
Yes, I did. When it was the original Roughnecks, I was down with them. When they was up in New York and they was knocking stuff out, it was Hawkeye, and it was Black Widow, the original crew. I was completely cool with them.
Well, you gonna like these guys.
And then they just started started messing up stuff.
You gotta give them time and stop hating on something that also all quick. Look at you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
It's like you.
I can't believe you up in here mad because there's gonna be new people.
Because they about to hand us some characters. Just to be like, oh, we're keeping the Avengers going. Here you go. It's like, I don't want these fools.
Bruh, you gotta give them a chance.
Not unless they put out the Avengers that I remember us reading when we were, well, you were a teenager and I was young. Well, it was like Wolverine, Blade, and...
You're talking about the new Avengers. You're talking about
now
new
unless they put out that
Avengers
squad, I don't want to hear nothing.
You're talking about new Avengers when it was
Spider-Man, Blade, Black Panther,
Spider-Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Cap. I can't remember, but you have like in Black Widow, you got Thunderbolt in there, so we might get the Thunderbolts out of this. So we might be folding in Venom in this joint somewhere. You got give them some time. Because, like, perfect example, I'm not super hyped on the Black Widow trailer, but I'm giving it time so I can go see the movie because the movie might blow me away. The trailer didn't blow me away, but the movie might be like, what? Wake up. It's hotness. You know what I'm saying?
So Wonder Woman movies was trash?
Huh?
Well, the other one ain't came out yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be trash like the first one.
Wow. The first Wonder Woman movie was trash?
So you didn't tell me it was like 5 movies in one?
Bruh.
So answer the question. Was it not like 5 movies in one?
No, it was a narrative. It was a perfect narrative that handled her origin as a character. What she was like as a child and what she grew into.
Dog, we've seen enough movies where people have broken that down and gone through a transition of somebody's life, portraying it quick, fast, and deliberate. We did not see that. It was like 20 minutes of her as a kid, 20 minutes of her being an adult. Then it was 20 minutes of like, I'm the queen. I don't know nothing about the other herb. Then it was another smooth like 45 minutes of, oh, who is this man? There's men out there? Where did he come from? Then there was another 45, 30 minutes of...
Dude, you're talking about like a 3 hour... The movie ain't that long.
The movie is long as that.
Yo, that movie is not that long.
The extended jump?
You said 20, that's 60 minutes. Then you said 45 minutes. Then you said another 45. Dude, you're talking about like a 3 hour and some change movie.
That movie was that freaking long.
Movie ain't that long.
Right. We ain't got another phone in here, but I wish we did because I would fact check all this joint. That joint was super long and just ignorant.
Yo, the movie is not that long. Like, stop bugging. I don't know. Like, you bugging today.
Nah, because you just like, anytime a superhero movie comes out, you just want to clap your hands. I'm not doing that.
That's
you want to earn yours.
That's not true. Now, you know you wrong on that. Let me stop you really quick. Did you see me clapping my hands for Venom? No, sir, you did not. Did you see me clapping my hands for Suicide Squad? No, sir, you did not. Did you see me clapping? Did you see me clapping my hands for that?
Well, neither one of them were superheroes. They were super villains.
It don't matter, man. Every superhero movie, I am not hyped. Batman vs Superman. Did I clap my hands?
Oh, that joke was trash too.
No, I didn't. So there's a lot of movies out there that I give their fair shake. Just like Justice League. I gave that joint 2 scores. For an 8-year-old, that joint is a 5-star movie. For the 38-year-old, that movie is about a 2-star, 2.5-star movie. Because if you're a kid, you're like, yo, this is sweet seeing them all together. If you're an adult, you're like, man, this joint got mad problems. So I give movies their fair shake. It's perfect example. Like Captain Marvel. Do I think the movie's great? No. But I think the movie is very entertaining, and I like Samuel L. Jackson and Brie Larson's chemistry. I think they're cool. I also like what they did with the Skrulls by subverting expectations and making them different than what we expected them to be, which is usually they're always the bad guys and the Kree are the good guys. And this time we've turned and looked at it through a new lens that changed things. So yes, that movie was entertaining and it brought up some new stuff in the lore of Marvel comics and continuity. But I gave it its fair shake. I did not just come out clapping my hands just because it exists. So no, don't give me that. That's not how I do. You know how it's not like how I do. And I ain't going to let you slander my name. So get it straight. Get it straight. Blade Trinity. Did I clap my hands because it came out? No, I didn't. I didn't even clap my hands because of Joker. Because one, I haven't seen it. I wasn't impressed.
Oh no, I ain't going to see that trash movie.
I wasn't impressed. So I wasn't clapping my hands over that. So just because it's a comic book or Superman or a super villain or superhero or whatever, I am not clapping my hands.
Birds of Prey look like it's gonna be nice.
That straight.
Birds of Prey look like it's gonna be nice.
Birds of Prey, I don't know.
I said it looks like it's gonna be nice. The trailer was well shot.
Just keep them expectations low, because that trailer looked very Suicide Squad-y to me. Like the color palette, all that stuff. It had very Suicide Squad-y to me. Be very wary.
Then another thing, going back, on that with saying that all this Marvel news. Marvel. What's going on with this female Marvel squad, Avengers squad?
What, A-Force?
I don't know what they're gonna call them women.
It's probably A-Force. I think what you're talking about when all the women walk together on Endgame.
No, it's like Valkyrie and all them.
Yeah, A-Force. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just saying, is it coming or is
that I know of? No, I think it's one of those things that they did to see what the response would be, and kind of like if the response is dope, then we'll make something. If not, but I'd love to see a series of OVAs. And what I mean by that, if you're in like anime or whatever, you know what an OVA is. It's kind of it's basically like an anime, but it's a short film. So I'd love to see a couple of say 50-minute shorts. Well, I mean, it's not super short, but I mean, say 45, 50 minutes of that team on a mission, and say do 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? Chapter 1 through 5, and they can do different missions that correspond to, or don't even have to be tied to a specific thing that they did in the movies. And it's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just some more content for Disney Plus, and you get to see all those ladies together do something sweet. Because, you got the actresses there, and I'm you need more content anyway. Why not do that? And you can do it where essentially you shoot 2 movies, but you know what I'm saying, you cut it, into 4 OVAs, 4 or 5 OVAs, and you know what I'm saying, you good. And I'd be down to watch that. I think, you know what I'm saying, they dope, they got dope powers. Add Monica Rambeau up in there, as Spectrum or whoever you want to call her, and you got a dope team. And then just give them somebody sweet to fight, you know what I'm saying, or maybe some deep interpersonal connections that they have to deal with, and you got something dope. So you know what I'm saying, just write it, make it be fresh. So yeah, that's it. We done. We out of here. We almost back to Richmond. We almost. So before we get out of here, where can the wonderful people find you at?
You can find me at Twitter.
Twitter.
Xbox. PS4.
What's your gamer tag though?
Bang-Oh-Dang on both of them.
BANGODANG.
No, it's an OH.
Oh, sorry. BANGOHDANG.
And on PlayStation, there's dashes between the words. But besides that, that's where I'll be at.
Holla at them. Twitter is Dunkin' on Sports.
Yeah, Dunkin' on Sports, but that'll probably be in the links below.
Yeah, in the link below, you'll be able to see it. So, guys, from us to you, from Petersburg, Richmond, VA,
Suffolk
to you, Suffolk, Chuckatuck.
Hey!
Chuckatuck. Us to you, we love y'all. Peace.
Hold on, you ain't telling where they can find you at.
Don't worry about that.
No. We need to know where you find y'all at.
They know where they on me right now.
We waiting, we listening.
All right. NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, iHeartRadio podcast, Spotify, TikTok, get your music on. Holla at me. Make sure to support. Hit me up on Patreon. If you can't hit me up on Patreon, don't fret. Here's how you can support me. Hit that thumbs up, or you can hit that thumbs down, and make sure you share this to your folks. Hit that share button. Share it to your friends. Share it to your mama. Share it to your daddy. Share it to your college professor. Share it to your daughter. Share it to your son. Share it to everybody. All right, share it to them, and then we out.
Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Or what you want to see out of our shows that we are providing to you on a weekly basis. We appreciate you. Thank you for turning up. Hope you got a happy New Year, happy Christmas, happy all that good stuff.
Turn up.
And resolutions out there. Stick them in the comments. Let's see what you got.
All right, y'all. Peace.